Legends whisper of giants towering over mankind. Were they myth, or shocking truths buried beneath forgotten history? Welcome to Epic Animated, where history comes alive. From forgotten empires to hidden truths, join us as we reveal the most shocking stories of the past. Were giants real or just stories to scare children? From the earliest days of human history, people have told tales of beings far larger than ordinary men, giants who towered above mortals, possessing immense strength and terrifying presence. But behind these fascinating myths lies the question: were such creatures ever real, or are they only products of imagination? Almost every ancient culture has stories of giants. The Greeks spoke of the Gigantes, born of the earth goddess Gaia, who challenged the gods in battles that shook the universe. In Norse mythology, the Jötnar were powerful beings who lived in a world of their own, often clashing with the gods of Asgard. In the Bible, we hear of the Nephilim, mysterious figures described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Strikingly, cultures separated by oceans and centuries seem to share the same belief. Somewhere in the distant past, giants walked the earth. Why do so many myths contain these enormous beings? Some scholars believe giants symbolize the chaotic and uncontrollable forces of nature. To ancient people, devastating storms, earthquakes, or towering mountains may have seemed like the work of beings larger than life. Telling stories of giants gave human shape to nature's destructive power, making the unknown a little easier to understand. But the myths were not the only source of these legends. Across history, discoveries of enormous bones added fuel to the fire. Farmers and explorers often unearthed skeletons that seemed far too large to belong to ordinary humans. Without modern science, it was easy to assume they had found the remains of giants. In reality, many of these bones came from mammoths, mastodons, or even whales. Yet when viewed out of context, they could easily be mistaken for the skeletons of giant people. The 19th and early 20th centuries, newspapers across America often reported discoveries of giant skeletons buried in Native American mounds. Many of these reports were exaggerated or fabricated, designed to capture attention and sell more papers. Some hoaxes even used a mix of animal and human bones to create the illusion of enormous human remains. Though most of these discoveries have been debunked, they left behind a sense of mystery that continues to inspire curiosity today. Science, however, offers some genuine explanations. There is a medical condition known as gigantism, caused by an excessive growth hormone, which can make individuals grow to extraordinary heights. The most famous example is Robert Wadlow, who reached nearly 9 feet tall in the 20th century. While such cases are rare, they show that extreme height is indeed possible. There are also records of ancient tribes that were taller than the average population. Skeletons discovered in places like Castelnau in France, or within Native American traditions, suggest that certain groups of people may have been significantly larger than their neighbors. Though not the towering giants of legend, they may have been tall enough to leave a lasting impression on those who encountered them. It is also worth noting that giants often serve as powerful symbols rather than physical beings. In myths and religious stories, they frequently represent overwhelming challenges. The tale of David and Goliath, for example, is less about Goliath's size and more about faith, courage, and the victory of the underdog over the seemingly invincible. In folklore, giants are often greedy, violent, or arrogant, eventually defeated not by strength but by cleverness. These stories remind us that wisdom and determination can overcome even the greatest of obstacles. Even in our modern world, giants remain a source of fascination. They live on in fantasy novels, films, and video games. From Tolkien's towering trolls to the frost giants of Marvel stories, they continue to capture the human imagination. Their presence in popular culture shows that the idea of giants speaks to something deep within us, a desire to explore the boundary between myth and reality. Some conspiracy theories suggest that evidence of real giants is being hidden from the public to protect established history. While no credible scientific proof supports such claims, They add to the enduring mystery. People love to wonder about what lies just beyond our understanding, and giants fit perfectly into that space of speculation. So were giants real? The answer depends on how we define them. If we imagine beings 20 or 30 feet tall, there is no reliable evidence that such creatures ever existed. Yet, if we consider the fragments of truth, unusually tall individuals, tribes with greater stature, and large animal bones mistaken for human remains, it is clear how the idea of giants could take root and spread across the world. In the end, giants are both real and imaginary. They are real in the sense that tall humans and misunderstood discoveries inspired the stories. They are imaginary in the sense that no race of colossal beings has ever walked the earth. But perhaps their true importance lies not in their existence, but in what they represent. Giants embody our fears, our struggles, and the mysteries of the world around us. They remind us that myth is not just about monsters, but about humanity's attempt to make sense of the unknown. So the next time you hear a story of giants, remember that behind the tale lies a mix of truth, imagination, and symbolism. Whether real or not, giants continue to stand tall in the human imagination, monuments to our endless curiosity and the power of storytelling.